just leaving the Quarry Gap shelter. Hands down, the most amazing shelter area I've seen so far on trail. My understanding is that it's one of the best from those who have seen all of the shelters on the trail. Had a great night's sleep, probably the best night I've had on trail. I had a great tent spot and I was really warm and cozy. They said it was supposed to get down to 32. It did not seem like that, and in fact it rained a little bit overnight. So at first I was worried it was going to be snow, but so far so good today. Looks like that was just passing through. So today is exciting. Two things. One, I am headed to a cabin run by the PATC, which is the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club, that maintains a ton of shelters. I don't know for how many miles along this trail. But I have a friend, Becky, who is retired and lives, within an hour of the area. She volunteers with the PATC and is the caretaker for one of these cabins. So she is meeting me there. She has invited me to hike to that cabin, which is, it'll probably end up being 10 miles total for the day, which is not bad at all. And more importantly, she's bringing burgers and hot dogs and Corona with lime, and I get to sleep indoors. It's a primitive cabin, but at least I'll be indoors on a bunk, and it'll be great and have some time with a friend. But then yesterday she texted me and said, hey, if you can meet me by noon at such and such a cabin, which is another PATC cabin, that's about 5 miles away. She goes, I can bring you lunch and slack pack you to the next cabin, which means she will take a lot of my gear, anything I don't need immediately on me, like my water, filtration, first aid, that kind of stuff. So she can take my tent, my sleeping quilt, my big food bag, and carry it for me. So I'm going to have 5 miles of basically day hiking. And then tomorrow I'm headed to the Iron Masters Hostel, which is about 6 or 7 miles away from where I'll be. And she is going to slack pack me there. So tomorrow, another day hike and a shower and a bed. So as much as I love being out on trail, I also enjoy my time in hostels for the comforts. And it is time for a shower. Here we are at the Milesburn cabin, which is available for rent to the public through the PATC. It's a rustic cabin right along the trail. Beautiful stream flowing in front. I'm gonna grab some water and filter it. And I am here to meet my friend for lunch. She works or volunteers for the PATC. So I think I'm going to meet her. I think that's a road right there. So she's going to meet me here. I'm going to charge up my phone in her car while we eat lunch. But anyway, it's a really cute little cabin with a fire pit there. They don't allow camping unless you've rented it, obviously. I wonder if we can look in the window. Let's see. Nope, there's no window. So can't see inside, but there's a really nice porch. Honestly, I'm so early here, I might actually lay down on one of these benches and take a little snooze, and then maybe try to do some logistics planning while I wait for my friend. I'm waiting for my friend Becky to come, and there's this bench outside of the cabin that I'm meeting her at, and there's a beautiful stream over there. It's just babbling. The sun is so nice, and I put my feet up. I have my puffy coat in its dry sack as a pillow, and I'm laying on my sit pad thing. Very relaxing. I have not yet had a little snooze on the trail, but today with lower mileage and getting some trail magic, I thought I would take a little time in the sunshine. So I stopped for a lunch break at that cabin back there where I showed you, and my friend Becky shows up. She goes, would you like a cold Gatorade, cold Coke? I have beer for later. Oh my God. So I had an ice cold Coke, and she pulls out a box and says, do you like fried chicken and coleslaw? And it was not KFC, people. This was fried chicken from a hometown diner in her town. And it was just made like half hour before she drove up here or whatever. It was amazing. I had a huge piece of fried chicken, a couple big fried potato wedges, coleslaw, some beets. I love beets. I know they're not popular. And then some other hikers came by, so we shared with them some potato wedges. We had clementines. She had water for the other hikers, so they didn't have to filter their water. It was amazing. And I thought it'd be fun sometime to rent that cabin, since the trail literally goes right past it. Rent it in the summertime for a weekend and just do trail magic, because hikers come down the hill and they're like, what's this? Oh my gosh. So it was really cool to see how happy people were. And then you can see my pack, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot smaller. She took all of my stuff and is bringing it to the next cabin, which is 5 trail miles away. I do have my raincoat because, I don't know, chance of rain. But I should be there. You know, I'm going to take my time. But I'll be there plenty early enough to sit around and enjoy and have a relaxing night and get back to work tomorrow. The shoes I started out with were already broken in. Probably had a couple 100 miles on them. I think I will have gone about maybe 250-ish miles more. So yeah, that's time for new shoes. These feel fine. My feet aren't hurting any more than I think they would, but I just want to get ahead of it and not wait until my knees start telling me it's time. Look at these tall pines and the beautiful, this walking surface, it's like walking on a sponge. The pine needles and soft dirt. Oh man. Back in those woods. I have a thing for these tall pines, and I think I'm going to lose my mind up in Vermont and Maine and New Hampshire, I'm sure. How lucky am I to be doing this on an afternoon? I think it's a Wednesday. I honestly don't even know. I'm so lucky. Hey there, I'm checking in from the Birch Run shelter behind me here. I stopped for a quick break to take my leggings off. I was getting a little hot, and I made some put some electrolytes in my water. There's a beautiful, I don't know if you can see it way back there, but I took a photo too. The privy is gigantic. It's probably like triple the size of the ones I'm used to. I think it's ADA compliant because there's a ramp and like a grab bar by the toilet, but this section of trail is really flat, but I don't, maybe there's a road crossing nearby where it is vehicle accessible, so that's kind of cool. There's a great stream right across the trail over there for water, so I did sign the logbook even though I just stopped for a break, and yeah, I'm heading on down the trail. I got about 3 miles, or I guess up the trail since I'm going north. I have about 3 miles to the cabin I'm staying at for tonight, so I'll check in a bit. I'm here in the Michener State Forest still of Pennsylvania, and I'm walking through this very eerie, it's a service road. I mean, this is kind of, you can see behind me, a road, but the forest, looks like there was a fire here. A lot of the trees are dead or diseased, and it looks kind of like a creepy movie set. I'll show you the other side here. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a whole bunch of terrain today. Everything from some rocks to beautiful tall pines. And now this kind of, I'm going to call it a wasteland. It's sad, although I did see a billboard at the back that said it is a project. So reforestation is in process, which is good, but it's just sad to see. I don't know what happened. I did also notice on the map that one of the roads that intersects around here is called Dead Woman's Hollow. So that's a little creepy too. I made it. Home sweet home for the night. How cute is this place? All right, night night everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.